Okay, this is Paul, who is a steam train driver. How are you, Paul?
Good morning, Dean. How are you this morning?
I'm very well indeed. So this is the A428.
This is A428.
Right. How old is the A428?
It's 87 years old.
Wow.
Built in Thames in the North Island.
Right.
Thames on the east coast of the North Island.
Okay.
And it was built for railways. The railways ordered 57 of these.
Right.
And they built them in the wee workshops up there.
Okay, so if you were around that long ago, you wouldn't see any of the diesel electric trains that we see now.
No diesel.
It'd all be these.
Exactly.
It'd all be these on the road.
Yes.
So we've got back here the tender.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
The tender. Yes.
And the coal and the water is kept there.
Coal in the water. Yes.
And it's pumped through, and you take the coal as you need it, put it in the furnace.
Yes.
And keep it really hot.
That's very good. You've been reading your books.
Well, I think I might have been. I think I might have been, Paul. So how hot does one of these burn?
Well, 600 degrees Fahrenheit. Very hot.
Yeah, very hot indeed.
So the coal goes into a firebox, which is then surrounded by water.
Yep.
And the fire then travels from the firebox through the tube to the front of the engine.
It's leaking. What sort of... So you got to leaks in your engine here, Paul.
It's starting to warm up now.
Okay.
And,
right.
Just a bit of condensation in the steam pipe.
Okay. So how much would the whole thing put together weigh?
It weighs 80 tonnes. 80 tonnes.
You guys built this up. You rebuilt it.
We rebuilt it. We've
so
totally stripped it right down, to the last nut and bolt.
So how long did it take you to restore this baby?
It took about 6 years, Dean. Lots of hard, painstaking work.
It'd be heavy work.
Very heavy, yes, very dirty.
Yeah.
And sometimes long hours in the night.
Right, because it's not your job, is it? You do it as a hobby. Where do you go to find parts for something like this?
We don't find parts. The shops have all closed to sell parts for these things, so we have to make them new or rebuild them. Yes.
Wow. So it's a big job restoring something like this.
It's a very big job.
All aboard!
All aboard! One of the most important things on a steam locomotive is the water level in the boiler. No water in the boiler means a serious problem.
Means no steam.
No steam, and no water means that the fire is still roaring away inside the firebox, and you can have a meltdown.
Really? So the fire gets hot enough to melt the metal?
It can melt the steel plates in the firebox, and it can do lot of damage.
Yeah. So, Paul, what do all these knobs and buttons and levers do?
Well, this big strong one over here, Dean, is the forward and reverse lever.
Gotcha.
Forward for forward and backwards for backwards.
Right.
It takes a bit of effort to move it.
Gotcha. So how come we're not moving around?
Well, because there's another lever here called the throttle, which once you put it into forward gear, then you can open that lever, and that gives you the steam to the cylinders. Now, to stop it, you want to know about stopping it?
Oh, yeah.
All right, well, these are the brakes here. Look, these two nice shiny brass handles.
Yeah.
Are the air brakes.
Okay.
And we have to have air brakes to stop the train.
Gotcha. So how do the air brakes work?
The air brakes are basically a big cast iron block that goes onto the tyre and pushes hard on the tyre, and the wheel gradually comes to a stop.
Gotcha. That's amazingly hot. And we're off. Well, this line that we've been travelling down, there's a bit of an interesting story attached to that, isn't there?
Yes, it was built in 1888 here, all by hand, all the formation done by wheelbarrows and shovels. No diggers or...
Done the hard way, eh? No earth movers or anything like that? And you guys have rebuilt it now, haven't you?
Well, we've restored it. The railway's finished with it, and we took it over. The line was down, but we had to do a lot of restoration to the track.
Must take a lot of work doing something like that.
Yes, we've got a big team of men, big strong men who shift sleepers and shift rails. And
good one, yeah, because it's pretty heavy work. And these carriages, what's the story with them? Where'd you school them?
Yes, they're 1930 carriages.
Are they?
Yes.
Pretty old too.
They used to be in Dunedin, taking people around the suburban areas.
Thanks, Paul. Thanks, guys.
Cheerio, Dean. Good to see you.
Wow. The old steam locomotive, eh? Going on one is a bit like taking a step back in time, eh? Because when you think about it, this is what your grandparents and your great-grandparents would have travelled around the country on. And we saw it again on the Weka Pass Express, the old A428.